Hey, today we are gonna make some circles on a paper using these tools. Now I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't it be easier to use a compass? Yes. I know what you're thinking. Couldn't we just get a paper plate or a pot lid and draw circles? That's not the assignment. The assignment is to use these tools to make circles. Now we're going to start with squares. We are going to do an 11-inch. I'm sorry, this is kind of old and beat up, but we're going to use an 11-inch square, a 5, a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 3-inch square, and inside each of those squares we're going to make circles. So we want to start off by making an 11-inch square. Now to do that, we want to line up our ruler. We're not going to put, if you'll notice here, this 11-inch square is right in the corner. It's not in the center of the paper. There's always somebody that thinks they're going to put an 11-inch circle right in the center of the paper. Well, that doesn't work because we have to use every inch of paper, as you can see there. And then we would have to draw 4 edges. This way, we only have to draw 2 edges. So we're going to put the ruler right against the edge of our paper and put a mark at 11 inches. 11 inches here. Now that's not enough. If I just start drawing a circle here, or a square, what's to prevent my line from going diagonal like that? So I want to come over here, approximately 11 inches. Just eyeball it and put another mark at 11 inches. Now we can connect these two lines and we should have an 11-inch square. Or it's not a square yet, it's 11 inches from here to here. Now we have to measure over this way 11 inches. So I'm putting my ruler at 11, put a mark here. Same thing at the top and the bottom. Before we draw any lines, we have to have a starting point and an ending point. All right, there's my 11-incher. Now we're going to do a 4-incher off of there. Actually, let's come back to that. Let's do our 5-incher up here. So from the edge of that, we're going to go 5 inches over and 5 inches. Anytime we draw a line, we have to have 2 marks, one for each end of the ruler. Okay. Now we know these 2 lines are 5 inches apart, but we got to go 5 inches down too. So we're going to put a mark at 5 inches here, a mark at 5 inches here, and connect those 2. There's our 5-incher. Now we need 2 3s. So we're going to go down 3 inches from this corner. As usual, if you need to fast forward through anything I'm saying, or if you need to back it up and hear it again, feel free to do that. There's 3 inches down. Now I need to go 3 inches across. Excuse me, I made a mistake there almost. If you do make a mistake, please don't throw away your paper. I have a limited number of these big papers, and you only get one. So if you make a mistake, flip it over and use the back side, which is what I did here. I didn't make a mistake on the paper itself, but I made a mistake on the video because I took a photograph of the lesson instead of an actual video. So got to do it again. So, oops. So 3 inches from there, 3 inches there, connect my two. Now the square is not the assignment. The assignment is going to be circles inside the squares. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 4 inches from here. 4 inches from here. Connect the two. And that should be 4 inches to the bottom. It's a little long. 4 inches is there. We'll call that good. And this should be 3 inches across. And we're going to go 3 inches down. All right, something's wrong with my 4-incher. No, I guess not. I guess we'll just need to extend this line to the end. All right, so that's phase 1, making squares. Now phase 2 is put circles inside each square. The square is not the assignment. The square is just a way to get to the circles. You need to find the center in order to make your circles. And the easiest way to find the center is go diagonal lines from corner to corner, like this. Can't believe I made a perfect video 10 minutes ago, but the camera wasn't running. It's just a long picture. This corner is sort of not complete, so I'm gonna remark it. There, corner to corner. The more time you take with this, and the more perfect it is, the more perfect your circle's gonna be, and the better your grade will be. So this is just a way to find centers of these squares. I think you can figure out how to do these. I don't need to demonstrate that for you, but this one's a little difficult because I don't have a line to go from corner to corner. So what I'm going to have to do is measure half of 11 inches, which half of 11 is 5.5. Please don't write on the rulers. A lot of you are going to want to go right there and put a mark. No, that destroys the property, school property, so please don't do that. I think you're smart enough to remember halfway between 5 and 6 is 5.5. All right, so I have a little mark there, and I'm going to put my